Dartmouth Community Media, your source for all things Dartmouth, is proud to present exclusive coverage of Dartmouth High School Lady Indian varsity basketball action here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center as the Lady Indians coming in this evening at 5-3 play host to their old school crosstown rival, the Bishop Stang Spartans, who come in at 6-2. Before we get into the backstory of this game, let's rise for the playing of our national anthem. Just about set. Ian Abreu joined alongside my broadcast partner, as always at courtside, Derek Baptiste. Derek, sir, great to see you again, my friend. Thanks for joining me. And we have two teams here that come in with pretty good records thus far early on the campaign. But if you look at Dartmouth High, head coach Scott Richards, he knows there's some room for improvement with his girls coming off that tough loss against New Bedford earlier in the week.
Well, when they played New Bedford earlier in the week, they shot. They had 10 turnovers, shot 15 for 54, 25, 27% from the field. You can't win basketball games shooting 27% from the field. I don't care where you play basketball from. But they're looking better than they did last year. They're coming along, and it's improved in the record.
Well, I remember, Derek, we had said that last year that there were some pieces here on this young Dartmouth High team that really gave a hope for a good future, and we're starting to see that bear fruit here this season.
Well, these young ladies are coming along very well. They're coming along fast, and like I said, they had a young team last year. They had a good JV squad last year, so they're making the proper improvements that they're supposed to.
Just about set for the opening tip-off. It'll be Alexandra Kojakaru tipping off for the Lady Indians. She'll be tipping off against Bridget Markey. The tap is controlled by Markey, and the Spartans kick it top of the arc. Here's Markey. She'll hand off now to Kate Carew, the other captain. Carew, right side of the elbow, back over to Markey. Top of the key. Thought about a three there was Caldwell, and she'll dump it off on the left side. Good ball movement here, down toward the paint. That's a three ball up. Side rim, the shot that time was taken by Carew, no good. Rebound to the Indians.
Good defensive stop on their first stand. They came out in a 2-3 zone. Bishop Stang tried to push the ball around the perimeter. Good defense by the Indians.
Here's point guard Casey Oliver, left side of the elbow. That's a three now. That was hucked up by Abby Zuber, no good. Rebound by the Spartans, and we're going to get a foul called against the Indians on the hand check. First personal and first team foul of the evening goes against the Indians, and getting flagged for it will be Oliver.
And Oliver's their team leader right now, so Oliver's going to have to set the tone for the day today.
Here's Markey, top of the key, getting it back to Carew. Carew, a floater. It's up and good. Kate Carew, and the Spartans draw first blood.
Carew comes out with a nice jump shot at the elbow. Took what the zone gave her.
Here's Oliver, left side. Zuber trying to feed a cutting Crane, and the pass was just out of her reach, out of bounds. Turnover for the Indians, Stang ball. We'll take a look at that last basket by Carew.
Well, Carew came down the court. They're set up in a 2-3 zone. When she swung it to the wing, she had a little movement going around. So when it got to the key, I'm sorry.
We'll get back to that once this play is over. The floater up by Caldwell, no good. Rebound, left side of the arc. That's a three. It's up and good. Kate Carew, she's been the story here thus far. She has scored all 5 Spartan points.
It's Kate Carew 5, Dartmouth 0 right now. Kate Carew's finding her zone right now. She's finding a good rhythm.
Zuber back up top now to Oliver. Oliver trying to slash and gash, and the pass by Zuber intercepted by Caldwell. Caldwell will drop it back. Here's another three. It's up, and that is good. That was made by Bridget Markey, the junior captain, and the Spartans have rattled off an 8-0 run here in this first 2 minutes. And Derek, it is unraveling quickly for the Indians.
Well, they come down, they hit 2 3-pointers, and get a good jump shot on the wing. So, you know, Dartmouth's playing good basketball. They're moving around well. The ball's moving well. They're just not executing at the end of the play. So the couple of turnovers that they have, a foul, you know, that builds up.
But if you look at thinking about and talking about this Dartmouth team, Derek, and we'll get to that point in a minute, but I know you want to talk about this last possession.
Well, off the steal, they look at Bridget, and she comes up, pump fakes. The defender goes past her, so she just lights it up.
But going back to my point before the replay, again, the Indians, as we have mentioned so far here in this first quarter, they have been playing better basketball as of late. They are 5-3, and if you look at their Southeast Conference standings, they're right in the hunt for a first-place seed.
They're right in the thick of things. Bridgewater Raynham is the reigning queens of the conference. They have a loaded squad. They're pretty tough, and not just in the conference, but in the whole state.
So Zuber will inbound underneath her own hoop.
It's funny. I used to coach Bridget when she was a kid, when she was small.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's good to come to the gym and see kids grow.
Maybe she'll be unveiling some of those tricks that Silky taught her. Who knows?
Yeah, well, her father was a good basketball player, Chris Markey, and her brother Declan was a star at Bishop Stang as well.
Here's Carew, top of the key. Kicks it over to Caldwell. Back over, top of the key again on a give and go. This time it goes to Markey. Carew. Caldwell with 10 on the shot clock. They've got to set something up. Good defense here by the Indians. Another three. Wide open. Shot is side rimmed by Caldwell. Rebound to the Indians. They've got numbers if they hurry. All alone. Scoops it up and in. Finishing is Catherine Cheesebro, the freshman forward. And she breaks the scorer's sheet finally for Dartmouth.
Good run, good defense, good rebound. That's how you're supposed to kick the ball and move the ball up floor.
4 minutes and change to go here in this opening stanza. Ball is saved from going out of bounds by Carew. Carew kicks it back up top. That's a left-handed floater by Caldwell. Back ironed, rebound, Dartmouth.
That's a good rebound by Dartmouth. They're outsized right now, so they have to really attack the boards.
Wide open, 3-ball right side by Crane is no good. Hustling for the offensive board is Koja Carew. She just mishandled, and the ball goes right back to Bishop Stang.
It's the little things, the missed rebounds, you know, the turnovers, but they're playing good defense.
Close to a double dribble there by the Spartans and Senna, but luckily for the Indians, no harm, no foul, and Oliver picks her pocket. Thinking about a three, now we'll get it over on the right side, trying for a back iron shot was Crane. It's deflected out of bounds. It goes off of, however, the foot of Katz, so it'll remain Indian ball, and they'll get a fresh 30.
Ava Crane shooting the ball. She's not scoring, but she has to see one going. Maybe if she gets a layup or gets to the foul line, it'll start her groove to go.
Oliver, a bounce pass over to Remy Barber, just coming off the bench. Thinking about a three was Crane. She'll settle it down. A wild circus-like layup shot is no good by Zuber. The rebound is put up no good, but drawing the contact is Ava Crane, and she'll go to the charity stripe, and she'll shoot a pair.
So Ava Crane's going to the line after a strong rebound. Then you go straight up with it strong. And that's what she needs right now. She needs to see the ball go through the hoop. She's missed a couple of jump shots. To get the confidence going, you got to see one go through the hoop, and that's what just happened for her.
And she very deliberately makes them both, and Dartmouth has now cut the Stang lead in half. It's now 8-4. So the timeout that Scott Richards had taken a few minutes ago, Derek, certainly a good move.
It was a good move because they came out and I don't know what they're in right now. I thought they was in a 1-2-2. It looked like a 2-3 a little bit, but they're playing tough defense. They're crashing the boards. And
We're going to get a pair of free throws here, Derek. Shot by Caldwell as she drew the contact.
cutting to the hoop on the weak side like she should in a zone. And they're playing the zone very well right now. They're playing against the zone very well right now. They're moving it on the outside. They're moving the ball. They're keeping the ball moving so that when they can attack, they attack.
The foul went against Oliver, already her second personal and second team foul.
Yeah, that's tough early. That's tough early with 3:39 left in the quarter.
She misses the second, but Dartmouth gets the offensive board. A three ball on the baseline. Shot up by Markey was no good, and the Indians have numbers. Going all the way to the hoop, coast to coast. Ava Crane, it's good. It's now a one-possession game.
See, when your jump shot's not working, you got to stop making layups, a couple of foul shots.
Speaking of jump shots, Eleanor Senna gets the luck of the Irish on that. It toilet bowls around and out and then finds a way to thread the twine. 11-6. Here's Oliver on a nice give and go, trying to draw the contact. Nothing doing. Nice defense there by the Spartans and Senna. The ball is deflected out of bounds, mishandled. It'll now be Dartmouth ball.
It's good defense. I think the referees are letting them play a little bit physical out here today. So you're seeing a couple of fouls that would be called go through. And the coaches are arguing about that now.
Head coach for the Spartans, Julie Letourneau, stating her case. Here's Oliver just across the timeline. The offense goes through her. It's very obvious. She's the point guard. She's the quarterback. Oliver on the give and go from Crane. It's deflected and intercepted by Caldwell and the Spartans, and they've got numbers if they hurry. Baseline, drop off, up, good on the cut to the basket. It's Eleanor Senna. It's 13-6.
They're moving the ball. It looked like a 5-on-0 fast break. They're moving the ball, getting it to the sides, getting it up the court, and then catching the person coming down the lane.
Let's take a look at that last Spartan coast-to-coast basket.
Oh, they get it on the wing, you cut. She's right in the right spot. That's where you want to be.
It'll be a side out now for the Lady Indians. It'll be taken by Zuber.
13-6 game. It's still a long time to play if they just settle down and cut the turnovers down.
Errant pass that time by Lauren Hall off the bench, out of bounds. But before that ball does go out of bounds, we had a push down low. It goes against the Spartans, and that'll be their third team foul. Foul goes against Carew. Here's Zuber. Zuber leaves
Almost
it off to
swings it.
Cheesebro.
Good shot.
That's a three if it's good. It's front rimmed by Barber. Rebound goes to Katz. Slowing it down on the baseline is Carew. Similar to what I said about Oliver, for the Indians, the Stang offense goes through Carew. Trying to turn it around, a drop off on the right side, given to Carew, shot no good. Offensive board by Alexandria James. Nice hustle, but we'll get a jump ball called, and the arrow will go to the Indians.
You know, Stang is playing a very balanced game right now with spreading the ball, who's touching the ball. They're playing together right now.
Interception on the inbounds pass, stolen by Carew. Give her an A for effort. She was paying attention. Turnaround shot by Markey is no good. The rebound is put back up and in by Eleanor Senna.
Eleanor got the last 6 points for the Spartans, and she's getting hot right now and finding her spots.
Jumper on the right side. The Indians have gotten to be cold as ice here these last 3+ minutes. Hall's shot was front rimmed. There's a three on the left side, no good, taken by Carew. Rebound to Oliver with about a minute to go in the quarter. Oliver trying to go 1-on-4. A little floater is just missed out of bounds, deflected off the foot of Oliver as she tried to get her own missed shot out of bounds, staying ball.
See, if I was Scott Richards right now, I'd be preaching about relax. Slow it down a little bit. Don't be so impatient. It's a big game. It's a rivalry. They're right down the street from each other. You have to relax and control your emotions.
Carew Down low and drawing the contact for Stang was Alexandria James. She's so tall down low, certainly has a height advantage over anyone on the court right now for the Indians, and she'll shoot a pair.
Well, Dartmouth switched late on the 1-3-1 zone, and they have 2 tall players down on the block. So that person down low, the young lady down low, has to defend both people. I think that Stang saw it, they adjusted to it, and they flipped the ball right over. Good job. What Dartmouth has to do is box out right now. They really have to box out. Start grabbing some defensive rebounds.
Alexandria misses them both, so they miss a golden opportunity there. There's another chance drawing the contact, but no call as Remy Barber smacks center on the layup attempt out of bounds. No call there, and it goes out of bounds. It'll remain Stang ball with 25 on the shot clock, 48.3 on the game. Alexandria inbounds now on the left side. Tip it over to Carew. Carew back over to Markey. Markey will take a free throw line jumper. No good, deflected. Oliver has it. And the Indians have numbers. Bounce pass, down low, layup is up and good. Count it, she'll go to the line. Catherine Cheesebro. And she has a chance for an old-fashioned, old-school three-point play. And we'll take a look on that last drive by the Indians.
It was a good pass. She could have threw it a little bit earlier, but it was a good pass to look up the floor. Good way to make the layup. Don't worry about the foul, make the layup.
Can't make them pay, but the outlet pass is intercepted. Going to the rack was Lauren Hall. Shot was no good. Hall tries to get the rebound and strip it away from Senna, but in doing so, she's called for the foul as she smacked her on the left wrist. It'll be Stang ball, and I would assume they'd play for the last shot.
Stang coming out on a 1-3-1 trap, trying to slow down this Dartmouth coming out on a 1-3-1 trap, trying to slow down Stang.
A turnaround jumper off the window is good for Alexandria James. So now Dartmouth would probably play for the last shot, I would say, as we just dip under 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Cheesebro having all sorts of trouble to Hall. Back up top. The shot will count if it's good. It is not, as Zuber's shot is front rimmed. And that will wrap up the first stanza of play here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center with the score, Bishop Stang 17, Dartmouth High 8. We'll be right back with second quarter action in just 2 minutes here on DCTV. And we're back with second quarter action here on DCTV. A side out for Stang. They had the ball because they had won that coin flip at the beginning of the game with these protocols. So Dartmouth will get it to start the third quarter. Baseline opportunity here. Up front floater from the free throw line. The shot is up and no good by Katz, and then we're going to get a contact call here in transition as coming over the timeline was Oliver, and Oliver drew the foul. The foul was committed by Sienna Sylvia. Excuse me, check that. The foul was committed by Kate Carew. That's her second personal, 5th team foul. So Bishop Stang already starting to flirt with bonus and double bonus trouble here early on in the second quarter. That's a 3 if it's good. It rolls around and out. The shot was taken by Barber, just miscued.
It's tough for them. They're not hitting shots right now. Stang's been hitting a few shots.
Nice attempt there on the missed
Look
shot.
up.
And James tips it ahead. The Indians have numbers if they hurry. That's a 2, and it's up and good by Cheesebro. She has been one of the few offensive bright spots thus far for Dartmouth.
She got 6 of the 10 points right now.
And Cheesebro deflects the outlet pass and the attempted cutting pass that was laid out by Markey, and the Indians now look to go on a run. Here's Barber. Barber kicking it down low, off the window, no good. The shot by Crane. Crane tries to go over the back, but the rebound was corralled, and a great box out by Katz.
You gotta make them pay, man. You gotta make them pay. When you have them layups, you have to score them layups against a good team like Stang.
Here's Markey. Markey all alone, down low, a complete defensive lapse by the Indians. And Alexandria James says, thank you very much.
That's the 4th time they ran that play. Like, you gotta stop being aware of what they're running and how they're and what they're trying to expose. They're trying to expose the backside of the 1-3-1 press.
That's a 2 if it's good. 1 foot was on, 1 foot was off. The shot, however, was taken and missed. Oliver tries to go to the rack, no good. It's blocked. She tries to save it. She steps on the end line, out of bounds. It'll be Stang ball.
She's trying to do so much. She's trying to do so much that it's not coming to her. Instead of just getting into a groove, relax, get into a groove. Don't push it. There's a lot of time left.
Here's Markey now. She's running the offense. A deep 3, and it's good. Bridget Markey, the junior captain, and they have now ballooned their lead to 12 at 22-10.
Uncontested, you just walk down the aisle, hit a 3.
Here's Barber trying to do it all herself. It's blocked. Cheesebro with the rebound, no good. Cheesebro gets her second opportunity, no good. Rebound goes to Markey. Markey up to
travel.
James, and James is called for steps.
They're really working that inside-outside. Stang's using their advantage, their height advantage, and they're really trying to pick on Dartmouth. So you got to be a little bit more precise with what you do, offensively and defensively.
Up top, Crane, a deep 3 of her own. Just misfires. Rebound goes to Katz and the Spartans, who really look to put a dagger in the heart of the Indians here. They already have a 4-possession lead. Baseline, up top. Thinking about a shot was Katz. Katz loses control. Here's Oliver trying to go one-on-one. The shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds, but it'll actually be Stang ball. The shot was blocked.
The shot was blocked and hit off Oliver.
Nice play by center, but it goes off of Oliver.
You know, you got that 2-on-1 fast break. You got to dump it off to the forward. Give it up to get it back, and then you get into your rhythm. This is just as good.
James tries for a shot. She gets whacked on the wrist. She'll draw a pair at the line as her turnaround jumper is misfired, but not before she draws that contact. And the foul is going to be called against Casey Oliver, already with 3 personal fouls. Not good if you're an Indian fan.
Yeah, see, I thought she was actually passing it down low to Katz. I didn't think that was a shooting foul, but I could be wrong.
That's kind of like the basketball equivalent of the tuck rule, right?
The tuck rule right there, yeah. I knew she saw Katz down low. That's why I saw her looking at her. She was preparing for it, so.
Ian Abreu alongside Derek Baptiste, and before we get the second shot, Stang head coach Julie Letourneau will call a timeout. So the Stang Spartans lead by 13, 23-10. Plenty of time, obviously, not only in this quarter, Derek, but you can obviously rehash what worked and didn't work in the halftime break if you're head coach Scott Richards. But if you're going to make a comeback here, you got to start acting soon, because the offense is just sputtering left and right, and we've seen a few defensive breakdowns.
It's going to stop, honestly, with grabbing defensive boards, boxing out, putting a body on somebody. Stang had multiple chances in the first quarter and continues to have multiple chances because of their height advantage. So when you have a height advantage like that, you have to tell the ladies, hey, listen, we need all 5 people to put a body on somebody, and we need to box out before we run. We need to get the ball before they run. So I think they're doing you know, a decent job. Stang's making a lot of shots. Stang's making a lot of shots. Dartmouth's not making any shots, and and that's taking a lot of the energy out of Dartmouth's games.
I got to tell you, too, Derek, when we were doing these games last year, it was you, me, the staff, the athletes, and the coaches, and that was it. It's good to actually have fans and parents behind us. It really adds an extra something to these games.
It is, it's good for the kids. It's good for the kids, not just, the parents, but the kids. They get to have their parents in the gym and watch them and support them, and they need that. I think every kid needs that. So that's special for them.
So I hate to break it to you, that means our broadcasts are not as important as they were last year, but that's okay.
They're still important because they only get 4 tickets for the game.
The 20-foot jumper is up and good. Nice shot by Cheesebro, and again, Derek, she's been the story for this Dartmouth offense. Catherine Cheesebro, only a freshman.
She got 8 of the 12 points. I think that you should start actually looking at her now on offense because she's scoring from inside and out. She's not just hitting jump shots. She's moving around. She's trying to get into the lane. She's looking for a shot. She's a good ball player.
Here's Remy Barber, the forward. She'll drop it off, cutting to the rack, up and no good, but we're going to get a blocking foul called against Eleanor Senna. Excellent play by Lauren Hall to take it to the rack, and she'll shoot a pair.
That's the way to go to the hoop. When you got a team that has a lot of team fouls, start attacking the hoop so you can get to the foul line. Then when you get to the foul line, you got to make your foul shots.
Again, I'm no basketball coach, Derek, nor did I play one on TV at any point in my life, but you can just look at Lauren Hall. She's not bending her knees. She wasn't concentrating. She just threw it up very quick there.
She got to finish on her toes. She's finishing flat-footed.
Huge break for the Indians there as the ball just goes through the wickets of Madison Azara off the bench. It'll be a turnover for Stang, and it'll be Dartmouth ball. And to inbound in front of her own bench will be Lauren Hall.
Yeah, rare mistake by Stang. They're playing really good. They got a lot of size. Look how long they are, Ian. And that's what Dartmouth got to move the ball and got to stop cutting without the ball.
An errant pass that time by Crane, throwing it into traffic, tipped and intercepted, and grabbed by Katz. Katz will float it up. It's up and good.
That's Markey.
Check that, Markey. Excuse me. That is correct. I stand corrected. That was Bridget Markey. 26-12 now your score.
That's the second time she came down this quarter uncontested, not stopping the ball high.
There's a 3 on the right side. Looked good from here. Ava Crane had the arc. She just front rimmed it. And the rebound is grabbed by James and company.
It's one shot and done. So they have to get good shots.
Markey back over to Katz. Katz back over to Markey. Shot no good. Rebound to Crane. The Indians have numbers if they hurry. Could have a 3-on-2. Pop shot by Cheesebro. No good. Rebound tipped. Who wants it? We're going to get a tie-up, a jump ball, and the arrow's going to stay with Dartmouth.
If I was Cheesebro, I would have looked at Kojikora. She was coming down the lane. I would have hit her running. She can make a layup or she can draw some contact. That's the extra pass that these young girls. She's only a freshman. She'll learn that as she goes along.
To inbound under their attacking hoop will be Cheesebro. We'll see what the set play is here for Dartmouth. Top of the key, here's Barber. Barber trying to thread the needle there. It's deflected but grabbed back by Crane. Then Crane gets her pocket picked by not Duclos, Carew. It was Carew number 22. And it'll be Stang ball as the arrow now goes back to Bishop Stang on that call.
They're using their length on defense, and if you don't move the ball and you don't move without the ball, you're going to get caught up.
Here's Carew. Carew looking for perhaps a pick to get set by Caldwell, but instead Caldwell goes top of the key. Caldwell runs into a wall of Indian defenders. She'll take it back up top. Kick it down low baseline, and we have a cross-the-arc pass attempted, but it's stolen by Cheesebro. Cheesebro going all the way, coast to coast, almost got it to fall, no good. The rebound is grabbed by Katz, but we're going to get a push on the floor. It's going to go against Dartmouth on the rebounded attempt, and it'll be Stang ball as that'll be the Sixth team foul against Dartmouth. First personal foul against Amani Ramus.
Coming down, they're still in that zone defense.
Here's Markey, who has the hot hand.
Stang comes out on the 1-3-1, trying to play the high-low.
Pass over to Senna, no good. Deflected away from her. And we're going to get a 1-and-1 now here for the Indians, as we're going to get a smack down low, and they are now in the penalty. The foul will go against
Eleanor
Senna. That's her second personal. Seventh team foul. So now they are in the bonus, and the shot, or shots potentially, will be taken by Alex Kojikaru.
Got to make the first one.
Can't make them pay, but who's there? Cheesebro bounces it over, left side, rebound, up and good on the layup. That's Haley Jenkins off the bench.
Good pass, good finish. I think Cheeseboro needs to start setting people up. I know she was looking for her shot a little earlier, but she's now that she got the little attention, she needs to start setting all the girls up. And I think she'll be fine. That'll open up her shot a little bit more.
Here's Markey. Nice turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jenkins, and Dartmouth now looks to push. Ramus off the bench, just lost a handle, gets whacked in the face, no call there. And we have the Stang Spartans going end to end. The layup is no good. Rebound by Jenkins, we're gonna get a tie up, and the arrow's gonna go, it should go back to Dartmouth, and it will. There was some debate at first. I think the officials forgot, but Stang had it last time. It'll be Indian ball with a $1:14 to go in the half.
They had good defense on the last 4 possessions. They have to keep that ball rolling. They have to score. You have to get a couple of buckets here. A couple of stops, a couple of buckets.
Here's Ramus off the bench, over to Jenkins. Jenkins draws 3 defenders, 1-on-3. Somehow she gets it away. Here's Barber, up top to Ramus. 10 on the shot clock, and her pass is stolen and stripped away by Caldwell. Caldwell bounces it over. Right side jumper, that time taken by Carew, no good. Rebound grab by Kojikaru.
Look up, attack the hoop.
Here's Cheesebro, slowing it down.
They got to watch out with their passes. They're lofting a lot of passes.
Here's Ramus over to Jenkins. Jenkins, nice cut move off the window, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, and instead the rebound is boxed out and grabbed by Caldwell.
Jenkins got away with a little walk. Just a little bit.
Slide.
Just a little bit.
The cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
There's a 3, up and good for Kate Carew. She's regained the stroke she had in that first quarter. It's 29-14.
Kate Carew been quiet, but that's a big shot right there. That puts them up 15.
Dartmouth,
they're trying to cut into the lead.
Should play for the final shot here. Here's a layup. It's up and good. Right at the buzzer by Haley Jenkins. Perhaps a little bit of momentum for these Indians as we head into the halftime break here with the score. Bishop Stang 29, Dartmouth High 16. We'll be right back in just about 10 minutes here on DCTV. Don't go away. And we're back for third quarter and second half action. And before we get to the action, I know, Derek, you have the wrap-up of and the review of the scoring leaders in that first half.
Well, we had a good half by Eleanor Sutter. She had 6 points. Also, we had for the Spartans, we also had 8 points for Kate Carew. So those were the leaders on the Spartan side. On the Dartmouth side, it was Cheeseborough with 8 points. She's, leading her team in scoring.
Both teams with failed possessions to start this quarter, and now the Spartans go left to right across your TV, and the Indians will attack right to left. We'll switch sides. Indians, of course, in the home whites. Pass is intercepted by Zuber. Zuber dumps it off to Cheeseborough, who gets her pocket picked by Caldwell.
Stang's coming out here with just a little bit more energy.
Nice play by Markey. The floater is up and no good. Grabbed by Kojikaru.
They have to push. They have to attack.
Cheeseborough, a two-step jumper is up and good. Draws the contact, and she'll go to the line with a chance for a three-point play and to make this a 10-point game.
Cheeseborough coming down the right side of the lane. You have to attack right here. She's not playing hard defense. That's how you get the and one.
The foul was called against Katz. That's her first team foul here in this half. Can't make him pay on the three-point play, but the rebound is grabbed by Kojikaru. Her shot is no good. Rebound to Markey and the Spartans.
It's only an 11-point game. If they play some good defense.
Wide open for three. It's up and good. Kate Carew has the hot hand.
Kate Carew comes in and crashes that right on cue when I'm talking about it.
You were the kiss of death,
I'm the kiss of death. They're in a 1-3-1 zone. You want to play a little bit of high-low. Get somebody on that low block, short corner. Expose the 1-3-1.
Here's Oliver going 1-on-2. A circus-like floater. It's up and good. Casey Oliver, the senior guard, gets her first basket of the evening. Cutting to the basket and drawing the contact there on the cut was Carew.
And this is what Stang been doing a long time. They're getting it to the wing. They're getting it to the middle.
Foul goes against Remy Barber. We'll take a look at that last bucket.
That was a dipsy-do right there. That was dipsy-do right there.
Turnaround shot is no good by Senna, and the loose ball is grabbed then on the attempted shot by Katz. Then that shot goes deflected over to Caldwell, and then Caldwell then finally draws the contact. And Sophie Caldwell, the junior co-captain, she'll shoot a pair. The foul will go against Barber. That's her second personal.
Second in 2 attempts right now. They're missing foul shots right now. They got to get back into this game. This is a, you climb back in, you get it down to 6 for the fourth quarter. Let's just get it to within 6 right now.
A lot of missed opportunities for Stang, and let's see if the Indians can make them pay. Here's Oliver.
Stang's actually cashing in from the foul line. That was a rare miss. Dartmouth has to start cashing in too.
Zuber almost traveled, and she dumps it off to Barber. Her three is no good. Nice save attempt by Kojikaru. Only one problem. It goes right into the midst of Senna.
Yeah, you got to throw it off somebody when you're saving it like that.
Here's Markey, who also has had a hot hand today.
They're going to try to work the middle and the low post.
Bounce it down low now. Markey cutting. Leaving it off. The shot off the glass is up and good by Katz. It's now 34-20, Stang.
I don't know when you're going to start listening to me, Ian. I see it coming from a mile away. They're going to work that middle and that low post. That's what they're trying to do. They're now in a man-to-man with some help.
Zuber on the bounce pass. Wild shot. No good. Rebound grabbed by Carew.
They have to watch out on defense because they got Katz. She's just laying in the middle of the court, so she's just playing the free safety.
Markey dumps it off to Katz, back over to Carew. Nice spin move. Turnaround jumper off the iron, no good. Rebound on the deck, loose. Put back up and in by Sophie Caldwell. And Scott Richards of Dartmouth has had enough. He has seen this lead now explode for Stang to 16 at 36-20. And Silky, this is really getting out of hand for Dartmouth, and they better right the ship quick if they want to have a chance at this one.
And it's been the story of the game. Stang has been faster to the ball. Stang is killing them on the defense on Dartmouth's defensive board. So they're on their offensive boards and they're grabbing all the boards that they can, and they're getting the second shots and they're putting them back up. They're using their height to their advantage. Their coach is looking at the height and saying, let's just use our bigs to throw it to the middle, down low, and back to the middle, and we're going to keep on working that. Then occasionally you get Carew to hit a three-pointer when I'm telling him to play good D.
Again, so glad you've decided to spend part of your Friday evening with us. Ian Abreu alongside Derek Silky Baptiste. Two New Bedfordites who dusted off our passports to come across the border here into Dartmouth.
Yeah, just leaving my son's game at Volk. He plays JV up over at Volk, and got multiple kids that played in my basketball program playing all around the area, so it's good to see the kids in the area.
And that's the thing too, Derek, and I'll get to that in a minute. There's a three-point shot by Kojikaru, no good rebound to Stang. I was going to say, Derek, you're a New Bedford guy, but you coached all throughout the South Coast. It's really a South Coast thing. You must know kids from Wareham all the way through Seekonk and everywhere in between.
I can show you pictures dating back 10 years ago of kids from all over that you'll see all over the South Coast. It's good to watch these young people grow.
Ball is deflected out of bounds off the hands of Katz. It'll be Indian ball. Now, Derek, you've been coaching for a while and advising young men and women in basketball for a while. How do you coach kids amidst still a COVID-19 pandemic? Obviously, the mask over the face, it's still not easy. You want to have a sense of normalcy for these kids, but it still isn't there yet.
I really didn't change anything due to COVID. You just have to be more aware of other things.
That's Kojikaru with the roller. It's up and good. You were saying?
Yeah, you got to be aware of what's going on and health protocols, and you want everybody to be safe. But as far as practicing and what we did, we got him eased into running first, and then it was business as usual.
20-foot jumper, no good. Ball on the deck. We have a jump ball called. It'll be Indian ball, as we had a tie-up down low, given effort to Kojikaru to tie Katz up down on the ground.
Kojikaru has a lot of energy. She plays with a lot of energy. She plays hard, so it looks good out there. They need that because look at how they're sagging off. They're playing man-to-man up top, but they're sagging off the wings and down low.
Zuber with a drop-off. There's a left-handed floater by Barber, no good. Partially deflected, I believe. Rebound goes to Carew. Carew will slow it down with 3:29 to go here in this third frame. Katz swing it over to Caldwell. Caldwell cutting down low now is Markey, trying to save it, no good, and the Indians
give it to a guard.
Have
attack.
Numbers if they hurry. Cheesebro up fakes two Spartans. And now we have a chance for Kojikaru, bounce pass. Oliver, a floater, it's good.
The passes got to get tightened up. You can tell they're almost stolen every time.
Well, I was going to say, the result was good for Oliver and the Indians, but that was not a pretty set play.
That wasn't a pretty two. You get the two any way you can.
Nice cut to the basket by Markey. Splits the defense there, a parting of the sea, but she misses. And Oliver and the Indians have numbers. A wild-like layup by Oliver, way high and wide, and the rebound goes to Stang.
That's a 3-on-1 fast break. You got to give that up. You got to think of your teammate before you think of yourself. So when you're in that vibe right there, you got to look up. She had Cheeseboro wide open. You get that layup. You get the lead within 10. You're in striking distance.
Here's Markey, draws the contact from Kojikaru. Her floater's no good. Ball is loose. Who wants it? It's up and good. The Spartans want it. Count it, and she'll go to the line again. Excellent hustle by Bridget Markey, and she'll go to the line. And with that, we're also going to get another timeout, this time called by Julie Letourneau.
Bridget just stood with the ball. She shot the ball up. She missed the ball. She got her own rebound and put it back up and scored. Big basket. And that's been the tale of the game right now. Offensive rebounds.
And you look at the Indians, and we talked about this during the Open. They're certainly on a upward trajectory. They're getting a little more seasoned with their players. They're becoming upperclassmen. They're getting more experience. But The reality is that some of the bigger names and bigger scorers that we've seen throughout the last couple of years, the Cranes, the Kojakarus, the Olivers, the Zubers, they've really been kind of isolated tonight, and they've been sort of neutralized. And they're known to be scorers for this team.
So when you're not scoring, you have to do something else better. You have to get a rebound. You have to defend a little bit better. You have to make good passes. You can still be a part of the game even if you're not scoring. I think that because they're not scoring, they're trying to get into the book more than they're worried about winning the basketball game. Don't worry about getting into the book. Worry about winning the basketball game and playing for each other.
Well, Markey, the junior co-captain, has a chance to get the three-point play. She's an excellent shooter. I'd be surprised if she misses. And it's right down Broadway.
Nice three-point play. Set them up. They're back up to 15. Every time Dartmouth gets into striking distance, man, Stang does something like a three-point play.
That's a travel clear as day for Abby Zuber. And we're going to get a substitution checking in for the Indians. Crane will come back in, and Kojikaru will take a seat.
I would like to see Abby just go right to the hoop and try to score that on her and be more physical. Put them in foul trouble.
All right, here's Carew. Carew will take a three. No good, rebound loose. Trying to save it is Katz. She does, but her pocket is picked by Oliver. Oliver all alone, down low. Nice head up, nice look, and Crane finishes.
If Oliver's not going to score, that's what she has to do. She has to be a facilitator. She's not going to be the scorer, be the facilitator. Help your teammates out, and she can do that.
Here's Markey, gets a nice pick from Katz. A floater, no good. Rebound grabbed by Cheesebro, and the Indians will hope to get some momentum here, go on a run if they can. Barber, drop it, baseline, jumper by Crane, no good. Rebound, Cheesebro. Cheesebro saving it, left side.
Got to look at the hoop. 20 seconds left.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Oliver, that's a three if it's good. A left-handed shot by Barber, no good. Rebound to Katz, and she'll tip it over to Carew.
You know, you got to cash in. They're playing good defense. They're getting stops. You got to cash in on offense.
Here's Markey. Over to Carew, the give and go. Gets the pick set. Thought about a three, will slow it down. Katz, top of the key, a drop off to Markey. Markey, over to James. Baseline jumper, rolls around and in, and it's good. 41-26 Stang.
James comes in. She's been consistent throughout the game with 8 points.
We have a 1 second differential between shot and game clock here. We'll see what Dartmouth cooks up.
Let's get a good one. Like I said, they're extending that 3-2 zone, playing and with man principles. That's where you have to get the ball.
Barber takes it to the rack. Her floater is no good with 10 to go. And now the Spartans will play for the last shot. Senna, a hook shot off the window, no good. But she draws the contact. She'll shoot a pair at the line. And the Indians will be called for the blocking foul. And it's going to go against Casey Oliver, her fourth personal.
Yeah, you don't bail her out at the end of the quarter like that. You just stay by her side, move your feet. You know, good move by Carew to get to the basket. If you ain't going to get to the basket, you get to the foul line.
Even though Carew missed that free throw there, Derek, I was just going to say, these Spartans are very good free throw shooters.
Yeah, they've been hitting their free throws, and they're a tough, well-rounded team. I should say. That's two misses right there. So
plenty of time for the Indians to do something, but in her gumption to bring it up the court, Abby Zuber lost control out of bounds right in front of Julie Letourneau, the head coach of Stang. And now the Spartans have a chance for a set play here with 2 seconds to go. 1 second, turnaround jumper. The three would have been good. It would have counted if it went in. The shot by Carew rattles in and out, and that'll culminate the third quarter of play here in Dartmouth with the score, Spartans 41, Indians 26. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on DCTV. And we're back for the fourth and final quarter of action here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. 41-26 in favor of the Bishop Stang Spartans. They'll inbound the ball in front of us to kick things off. Derek, other than a wing and a prayer, what do the Indians have to do to have a chance at this thing?
You know what, man? Win every minute. Try to win every minute, but try to score every minute while you're trying to win that minute.
That's a good start here for the Indians as Crane strips it away, gets it to Cheesebro. That's an open three on the corner, taken by Zuber, no good. The rebound is grabbed by Katz, but she's called for steps.
Travel, good defense. They got a good shot. They're getting good shots. I think they need to move the ball faster. They're looking up and trying to score before they move the ball. Move that ball, get that open shot, take it.
Here's Crane over to Zuber. A turnaround floater, no good. Back ironed. Rebound to Stang, and here's Markey.
I think Crane's good with getting to the hoop. I think she got to do a little bit more of that when she gets that ball in the middle.
Markey's pass was intercepted by Abby Zuber, and now here's Cheesebro. 1-on-3, no good, but she draws the smack from Katz down low, and she'll go to the charity stripe.
Coming down the hoop, coming right to the lane, attacking the hoop. You got to keep attacking the hoop right now. Good way to go up strong. Got to make a foul shot, though.
It all comes down to the form. You've got to bend the knees. You've got to take your time.
You know, foul shots and layups win games. Foul shots and layups, man. Them little things get you back in the game.
You kiss your hand like Jason Kidd used to do. Whatever you've got to do.
Until his wife divorced and then he stopped kissing his hand.
Well. He was probably one of the most unlikable players I've ever come across in the NBA, in my opinion, Jason Kidd.
I don't know. I really like his skill play. I like the way he's an ultimate team player. It's a jump ball.
Get a jump ball called as Kojikaru is going to the rack. It'll remain Indian ball. Yeah, I hated him ever since he and his Nets beat my Celtics in the 2002 Eastern Conference Championship. He was so darn good.
Yeah, he was just so much better. They were better than Boston.
And we're going to have a timeout called by Scott Richards as no Indian could get open there, and before there was a violation, he just called for a timeout.
Set up a play, get a score here. You cut it to 12. You start inching back. You're playing good defense right now. They got to pass the ball, swing the ball, and finish their layups and foul shots, basically.
41-27 your score. So glad you've decided to spend part of your Friday evening with us for the Dartmouth Community Media and DCTV High School Athletics Game of the Week. Whether you're watching us live on YouTube on Friday night, January 21st, or watching us on DCTV local cable on tape delay, Ian Abreu alongside Derek Baptiste.
And we have, and I'll tell you this right now. This Dartmouth team was better than the Dartmouth team we had last year.
Absolutely.
And it's not because they have better players. I think they're a little bit more seasoned this year than last year. I think that their veteran leadership last year helped out, but now they got some young players in the mix, and they're trying to work it.
Having more trouble inbounding. Finally they do. It's Cheesebro, and a floater now on the pass to Kojikaru, whose shot's no good, and it's grabbed by Markey.
Kojikaru needs to be confident going to the hoop. She seems to second guess herself when she's going towards the hoop. She needs to just be confident and want to go finish the ball.
Here's Caldwell, a 2-foot jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Indians, and Cheesebro 1-on-2. The floater, no good off the window. Ball is on the deck. Who wants it? It's loose. It's tipped by the Spartans and Caldwell, and finally it goes into the hands of Carew.
They're going to have to do some layup drills, some 2-on-1 layup drills. How to look for that open guy. That was a good move, though. I would give her the good move with the Euro step.
Cheesebro's going to be called for the push as she pushes Katz down low on the pass from Caldwell. It'll be a non-shooting foul under the basket. Her second personal. 5th team foul. Excuse me, actually, they're going to call that against Cheesebro.
Yeah, her first.
Cheesebro, her first. Both were in the vicinity. They're going to call it against Cheesebro, and the pass, that time inbounds, completed to
I think they're going to get this on
Senna.
Baba.
But now we're going to get Barber now. She grabbed her by the arm. They were locked together. That's her second personal. 6th team foul. So now the Indians are dangerously flirting with that bonus territory. And getting in that penalty. Wide open.
Goodness. You couldn't get.
Oh, my Lord.
You couldn't get more open than that. And you can't lose her. She's been tough all game.
That's Eleanor Senna.
Yeah, you can't lose Senna. Senna's been tough all game. So now they're in that man-to-man again.
And Derek, I think even I could have made that layup.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. What do you think?
I think you could have made that. I don't know if you could have made
Thanks
that.
a lot. Yeah, well.
I'm up in there. I don't know. Man.
Barbara takes the 3, and it's no good. There's a reason why I'm announcer boy.
Yeah, man. But you're good at it, though.
Well, you know the game. And
Leave
that's why
the layups to me.
Leave the layups to you.
Leave the layups to me. Another pass down
Cut
low.
it down low, deflected off the hands of Katz. It'll be Dartmouth ball.
How many times have you seen a pass go to the baseline or slide to the baseline tonight? They're very good with getting the ball wing, middle, baseline, wing, back up high, down low.
Correct. Here's Oliver trying to get a pick maybe from somebody, but nobody came out, and Barbara finally takes it away. Here is Jenkins off the bench. Leaves it off to Oliver. Oliver looking for help. 1-on-2, not getting the help. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Cheesebro. Stops, pops. No good. Nice box out and a rebound to Markey. All alone now with a chance for a layup. It's up and no good. The shot was taken by Carew. Rebound by Cheesebro. And we're going to get a foul by the Spartans on the way up on the court. The foul is going to go, I believe, against Carew.
That's the 3rd on Carew. I would like to see Dartmouth. They're playing a man-to-man. There's no on-ball screens. They're not playing pick and roll. There's no off-ball screens. Like, get other people open instead of just moving around and trying to run the play.
Here's Zuber.
Got a screen.
That was going to be a 2. 1 foot was on, 1 foot was off. It was deflected out of bounds. It goes off of the Spartans. It'll remain Indian ball with 20 on the shot clock.
They got some good athletes. I think that you start getting them open so they can show their value.
Here's Oliver. Big height advantage there that time with the defending Carew all over her. But again, the Indians cough it up. And here's Markey and the Indians. Here's Carew. Slowing it down, I would venture a guess the Spartans really don't want to rub their nose in it here. They're going to kind of slow it down. And we have a foul on the floor as the shot was floated up by Markey. No good. But the foul will happen on the floor. Regardless of that, that does put the Indians in the penalty, in the bonus. It'll be a 1-and-1 now for Markey, and that'll be the 2nd personal against Cheesebro.
Yeah, they're trying to just slow up the clock right now, run their offense, go through the motions. They got a big lead. You know, you don't have to score. You just have to make sure that you can defend.
Exactly. You don't want to rub their nose in it. This is a victory for the Spartans is a fait accompli at this point. You just want to compete and be a good sportsman. We have a contact down low. Carew took a pretty good whack to the midsection. She's okay.
Yeah, took her air out.
And she's called for the foul, irregardless of that. That's her 4th personal. And Casey Oliver will shoot a pair.
Oliver went to the hoop. She tried a Euro. She went right at her. She got hit in the stomach, so lost her breath. She's trying to get her breath right now.
Do you remember the boys' game last year we did between Dartmouth and Brockton? And Brockton, they were winning by like 18, 19 points with like 10 seconds left, and they were doing alley-oops and dunking. And
you know, man, when you're out here, I guess, man, it's dog eat dog. You know,
but you're an old school basketball player. You don't run up the score against your opponent, or are the rules changed now? Are things different? Do you run up the score and say, hey, look, no, and say, hey, look, you have to stop me. That's on you.
Late in the game, I would slow it down a little bit. But if we used to call a thing called foot on neck. When you get them down, man, you're just gonna keep your foot on their neck.
There's Caldwell. Her shot is no good, deflected. It goes off of her out of bounds. It'll be Dartmouth ball.
When I would coach, I'd be up by 10, and we'd be in a huddle, and I would tell the kids, all right, we got to get it to 20. And if we can get it to 20, I'm like, all right, we have to get it to 30. And then we go in cruise control.
Here's Zuber. Hands it off to Oliver.
I would like to see a high screen roll.
The problem is they don't have any real height
They don't have
to
no.
do that.
the person that they could do it with is
Cheesebro.
Kujikara, because she's big and she knows how to roll to the hoop. She
Sure.
plays her role very well. Also, I think Abby Zuba, she's very athletic.
Here's a shot by Haley is no good,
Shot
and that's
clock
a shot
violation.
clock violation. By the way, when we were talking, coming in off the bench for the first time, first action of the evening, Derek, we'll see Charlotte Ronan, the senior guard, number 11.
It's good to get in here. The senior's getting some playing time.
Here's Katz.
Late in the game, and if you look at Stang, their passes are still sharp. Their cuts are still sharp, except for that cut because they cut into each other.
And it's intercepted by Ronan right off the bench. She's making her mark, and Oliver will slow it down, right side of the elbow. Bounce pass over to Cheesebro.
You got to get a cutter. You got to get a screener.
She thought about a fadeaway. Now she'll take that fadeaway. No good. Rebound hoovered up by Hazara. Hazara gets tied up by Oliver. Was hoping for a jump ball. Did not get it. Stang will retain possession.
Good hustle. Good try right there. But Stang, another rebound for Stang. I wonder what the rebounding differential is. Because they're killing the boards right now.
Intercepted on the cross arc pass by Ronan. Ronan goes all the way coast to coast, no good. Jenkins tips the rebound to Oliver, and a fresh shot clock for the Indians, but Oliver instead will decide to take a ill-advised turnaround jumper, and it's way high and wide. Stang ball.
Yeah, she's not on today. She's not having a good day today. Forcing it a little bit. You playing against your crosstown rivalry. You got a little bit more oomph in your game. And, she's a good player. She'll bounce back. You just don't have to force it.
We've seen Casey Oliver for a couple of years now, Derek, and she is a good athlete for sure.
She's a good ball player, man.
Turnaround jumper up and good for Markey.
Some days you got it, some days you don't, man.
Right.
Some days you just don't have it. And today is just a tough day for her. A lot of help defense, a good Stang team.
Here's Zuber, top of the key. Dumps it off now to Ronan. Ronan trying to thread the needle to Oliver, and Oliver can't gain a handle, and it's grabbed by Katz.
Another turnover. They put it in their floor general's hand. She runs the floor.
And it looks like Julie Letourneau, head coach for the Spartans, at the next whistle. She's going to empty her bench here and get off her starters.
Yeah, she's going to get all the kids some playing time. She got this in hand right now. Her lead is led today.
Turnaround jumper from the free throw line, taken by Senna, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Ronan, and Ronan gets it up across to Cheesebro. Now Oliver a three, no good. Ronan grabs the rebound. Baseline turnaround, rejected by James, and it goes into the hands of Markey. And with that, we're going to have a stoppage, and we're going to get a whole bunch of emptying of the benches of both sides here. And one of those new players off the bench will be Brooke Potter, who will receive the inbounds pass. Potter only a freshman, so getting some key varsity time here. Here's Claire Gallagher also off the bench. Over to Katz. Katz with a minute to go in the ball game. James over to Katz. Baseline bouncer over to James. James turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Ronan. We're going to get a jump ball called, and the arrow will remain with Bishop Stang with a fresh 30.
Isabel Ferrer checked into the game. I coached her brother Max, who was a star here at Dartmouth, and he played for my AAU squad. Beautiful family. My man T-Man, if he's listening to this, my man Tony T-Man.
Ball is on the floor. Who wants it? The Indians win that battle. Here's Haley Jenkins. Would like to see the Indians end this game on a positive note, but they can't right there. The bounce pass intended for Ronan is stripped and stolen away by Potter. Nice play by the freshman.
They're still running through their plays. That's it. Get the young people up in there. Get them involved.
James leaves it to Katz, who's now running the offense.
Yep.
Bouncing it now over to Gallagher. Gallagher. I don't even think they're going to take a shot here with 5 seconds to go. Maybe they will.
I don't know, but it's good teamwork. It's good even when you get your bench in the game to run your plays, because you never know when you're going to need somebody.
Give the Spartans credit. That's a classy move. You don't run it up. The game was over. They weren't trying to hot dog it, and they just let the clock bleed. and they come out of the Carlin Lynch Activity Center with a 45-28 victory. Derek, final thoughts?
You know, there's Dartmouth played a decent game today. They have to work on their rebounding. They're undersized. They have to work on their rebounding. But like I said, that some people didn't play great today, and they'll get that back. That's the beauty of high school basketball. You know, they'll play another game Tuesday, and hopefully they'll be successful Tuesday.
And Derek, I mean, even though this wasn't the best of evenings for the Indians, there's certainly a lot of bright spots with this team. They do have a lot of talented young ladies. A lot of them, it just wasn't their night tonight.
Yeah, good young talent, and they played very well. They're gonna only get better and try to be a force to be reckoned with. I enjoyed what I seen tonight out of this team.
Well, with the loss, the Indians will fall to 5-4 on the young season, while the Spartans will improve to 7-3. For Derek Baptiste, my broadcast partner, for Peter Chase and our entire productions crew, the final score for the final time: the Bishop Stang Spartans 45, the Dartmouth High Indians 28. This is Ian Abreu on behalf of all of us here. So long, everybody.